Good morning, guys. Good morning, good morning. Hope we are well. Let's get it. Happy Friday. Hope we're all doing well. And yeah, without further ado, let's get started. Let me get this chat up and rolling. Give me a sec. All good, man. Glad you like the videos. Let's have a look here, chat. Put the music down a bit. Bring this all up. Wait for a few more people to get in. When more people are in, then I can do my analysis. Otherwise, I'm getting questions. Everyone's lazy on Fridays anyways. You can see everyone's lazy. Viewers are down because everyone's lazy. And yeah, but we'll let them come in. Good day to you, man. All right. Just give them a few minutes. We'll chill here for a little bit until people join up. Tell them to get moving. But in the meantime, if they're too slow, they get to miss the analysis, but we don't get to miss the analysis, right? So let's have a look at this analysis here, right? So we'll start on the daily time frame as always. Daily has closed bearish here on GJ and closed below this support here, but we're still respecting the wick. We have 3 higher wicks at the moment, right? Notice that. Higher low, higher low, higher low. We have this resistance here, which is going to be the daily resistance, which I already have marked. Ba-bum, right there. So that's going to be our resistance. Moving to the 4-hour time frame, we can see it's a little bit choppy here on the 4-hour. So we'll start adjusting our zones as we go on this 4-hour support. I mean, on the 4-hour time frame, it's not looking nice for sells here. That's for sure because of all of these rejections we have on the 4-hour time frame. So that's already leaning me a bias of having a mixed session here where I could potentially look to play a range because essentially we're in a range at the moment, right? So that is one thing to consider here. Apart from that, if we go to the 1-hour time frame here, we can see we have this resistance here. I'm gonna mark this as a 1-hour resistance right here, and this is our pre-session resistance, like so. So this is a 1-hour resistance here, obviously rejecting there at the moment. For sells, we have all of this rejection down here that I'm not gonna mark at the moment. This is a 4-hour support. Up here we have this 15-minute support here that price failed to close above, right, coming from this zone here. So we'll put 15/4 because it's also next to a 4-hour area here. And this is essentially the range we're playing in. 15-minute has closed a little bit higher than the 1-hour, 30-minute as well. So we can basically move this up to here so it matches the 15-minute like this. And essentially that is our range at the moment. Now we're trying to head down to the bottom of the range. Pretty choppy market today. Friday, we don't have any news. We have some PMI news later today for gold, but that's way later today, right? So nothing to worry about for now. In terms of any news that's happening right during our session, we only have light euro news and stuff like that. As for gold, on the other hand, gold is trying to break up here on the daily time frame. We have broken the highs. Daily still doesn't have a bottom wick, right? So be very, very careful here. It's closed kind of doji, but the session is still bullish here as long as 4-hour candles are closing bullish. So if we start breaking below these lows, getting below this 4-hour support here at 18.29, there's a possibility for sells. But at the moment, we're bullish postured, but in a very tough zone here. So the targets you only have today for gold buys is going to be till basically 1842, and then once we start closing above there, it starts to get a little bit messy, so you'll have to be very, very careful in this zone. I would say just be super careful trading in this zone here. Don't try anything crazy, don't try anything new, and yeah, just be careful trading gold in this zone basically for today. And yeah, I mean, it's pretty simple. Wait for gold to give you options below 1829, or wait for gold to break up, create a target, pull back, and then you can continue the buys here. So yeah, that's basically the analysis here. Pretty simple analysis. Morning, Ivan. We can see that many people are lazy today. Only a few people are here. So we won't run the stream too long. Depends how many people show up. If more people show up, we'll run the stream a little bit like normal. If people not really interested in the markets, there's no point of me being here as well, right? Because I'm kind of here for you guys as well. Greetings, greetings. Xauusd here because Bitcoin had a dump yesterday. Check that out. There she is. Good. That's okay. So let's have a look at Bitcoin here because it's definitely interesting. So we had this push up, stalled at the daily resistance yesterday. This was a nasty close because this looked good to continue up, never broke the high, but when we close back in the range, tells us we're just ranging. We rejected this 4-hour zone here, basically these lows, which I said to watch what happens here. And then what we basically saw is that we saw price just randomly break down here, and I'm not sure why this broke down here. I did not see any news. Just seems like a big sell, but we come to retest back in this zone here, and I think maybe we probably see a little bit more of a pullback and then a continue down maybe, or ranging in here, but nothing's really changed, right? We're still remaining in our range here, and you know, if we remove drawings here we can see we just rejected the top of the range. Pretty standard until we get a weekly closing. Today will be interesting to see if we get a weekly closing below 21,740, right? And essentially we're just in this daily range, so nothing really changed. Retested the bottom of the range, which Bitcoin loves to do, and I wouldn't be surprised to see Bitcoin trade back up to 23.7 after rejecting the range. You know, it's pretty simple. We close below the range, I expect continuation, but yeah, it's not really, that's expected, right? Just a heavy move. It came pretty random. Someone was asking why I prefer to trade Forex. Is because I would want to be involved in this move, but this move would be pretty hard to catch, right? Yes, I did got a good part of the move, see? So you have to be skilled like that to be able to catch this move. But for me, the random volume times would not allow me, unless I was in sells from up here. Thank you for your job, appreciate. How do I journal my trades? I used to just journal them on a Google Doc sheet. Used to take screenshots and write what happened in the session. I would say pre-London, price was trying to create support. London open, price made support, price broke the resistance and continued. Put a screenshot if I took a trade and explained it. I don't like gold today. I'm not interested in going in entries in Friday. Yeah, gold is not looking the best. That's why I also just skimmed over it quickly. Pretty tough. You probably need to wait for NY. Someone wants to have a look at US 30. Yes, since we can look at US 30. Very popular pair. London session doesn't move as well. I think New York is the best session for this, right? Let's see what happened yesterday in New York. Yeah, New York seems to be... Well, this is London Asian session. So New York yesterday, nothing really happened in New York yesterday. Very interesting to see. London gave us a reversal. Boom. New York tried to continue the trend. So New York was pretty tough to trade. Yeah, pretty tough to trade on US 30. But for today, let me have a look. I just wanted to see daily time frame. Has closed bullish above this support, but still in this whole zone, right? We're still trading within this zone here, right? So that's very, very important to see that we're trading within this zone. Next, if we go on the 4-hour time frame here, 4 hours tried to create a resistance, but we have closed above the previous resistance here. Until we break these 4-hour lows, there's no sells, but if we do break these 4-hour lows, there is some chance of a continuation and retracing some of this move. So I would wait for something like this. It would be something similar to this. So we're kind of in this scenario here. We have this type of scenario. If you break the lows like this and close below, you wait for a pullback. That's your pullback. And then you can look to find sells to continue sells towards the downside, right? Very, very simple. If that happens here, So if we get the same scenario, close below, you get the pullback on lower time frames, look to continue to retest this. If we start breaking above these highs or breaking above here, there's a possibility to take buys. So I'm going to look at what that looks like here. And 15 minute, yeah, you possibly, if you get closures above this, basically, which is also the daily flip, is 32,954. If you get that above 32,954, lower time frame respects it, you have this to target and this wick. So here I gave you really good analysis on US30. You're welcome. Thanks, man, for asking for likes. Appreciate it. Appreciate all the support. London give good moves in December and January, and this week little small moves. I mean, this week has been pretty good. I mean, yesterday's session was tough. Yesterday I was looking for buys above here. We broke above. I was talking about potential buys on the break of the 1 hour high, but this broke the 1 minute before the 15 was closing. So I said wait for the 15, right? And I wrote that in the group. Then we got the break and it rejected, and the 15 didn't even close above this support. We ended up rejecting. We tried again, and then I said, look, I'm gonna look above 900 to have a buy stop above 900 in case this support breaks and London gives us a big push like this after ranging here. London opened no top wick and just pushed down heavy, but my bias was still bullish. I did not want to sell into this, and this is why I did not want to sell into this. And actually there was a big candle that came out here and pushed up like 30 pips and then went back down. And as we broke back into the range, there was an option to take buys here as we broke back into the range, breaking this high. But unfortunately it failed at the lows here and continued down, and then retried again and ended up ranging. And now if you look what happened, we're just basically where we were, right? So we've done nothing since yesterday. So that made it a tough session. We did not get the volume, but yeah, there was more volume. We were seeing heavier pushes, but that should come back. You know, I expect that to come back. Could you tell us how to recover a prop firm account when we are down 5% of overall daily drawdown? How much is your daily drawdown? Because there's always a trade on Monday, right? You don't want to ruin your week and go into Monday with a big loss. And this is something that a mistake people make, is that they're trying to chase losses in Forex. And when you chase losses, or in trading especially, when you try to chase losses, this is where you make your most mistakes, because you're not taking setups that might be 100%. You just have to be patient. Wait for your setups and understand if your profit target is 10%, it's not going to take many setups to reach 10%. You just have to take setups that make sense. So don't try to chase the losses. Focus on taking the next trade and making a good decision in that trade, and making sure it's a trade that you normally plan out and take. Losses are irrelevant. It's only part of the game. Focus on your next trade. Yo, Crest. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Chill day today. Pretty chill. Only few people in here. What trades did I take yesterday? I actually took this trade here. A bit of a complicated trade. So we pushed back. Remember yesterday I had that bullish bias. I told you I did not want to sell here, and that's why I didn't want to sell. So I told you in the group. Remember in the group I told you I take the same buys as you here. I had stops initially here. Was targeting to get outside of the range, and it rejected at these highs here. So I moved my stops up pretty tightly, and I managed the trade here. Unfortunately, we didn't get the continuation to at least the highs, but we did, you know, get a profitable position of, you know, 9-10 pips here. So it was okay, but unfortunately we didn't get the volume to continue. Later on it tried again, but I was not looking at the charts here. If I was to enter, I'd probably enter again at the break of these highs or something, but yeah, unfortunate. Yeah, we took the same, but did not get the continuation. I was really hoping to try get out of this range, because this would be a great position. If you're in buys from this zone here, like this, and you had your stop somewhere below 500, which is nice as well. This would be amazing if we could be in a buy from here and price was to push outside of the range. You could hold this like, and it can become a massive trade, right? This trade can find ourselves all the way back up at 165, you know, no issues. Because if you get in a trade from here, you're buying nice spot. You're not buying the highs, you're buying in the spot. So if price goes, pulls back, you're still safe. Continues, pulls back, you're still safe. You can miss all of this mess instead of taking buys here. So it was a nice position, and that's why I gave it a little bit more room to breathe. I wanted to give it a little bit more room to breathe so I could try to play a higher time frame idea out of it, but unfortunately it didn't really play out, right? So that happens. We didn't get the volume that I was looking for. No, I actually took a small loss on that because I was trying to hold it to see if we were to get reaction. All I was looking for is to show you guys here is when we broke out of here, I could have gone break even. I mean, it was definitely an option, but I told you I was playing higher time frame. So if I was playing higher time frame here, as we started to break this low essentially, right here, I watched what happened at this reaction point here. And as soon as we started dipping, I just cut for a very small loss, which is nothing, to be honest. Doesn't change much. But if I was trading aggressively and just looking to get from here to here, basically if I was looking just to get from here to here, I would have gone break even for sure, but this was a different idea. And sometimes you can give yourself those type of shots, you know? It wasn't high risk, man. It was very, very normal trade. Just we didn't get the volume in the market. The trade was a profitable trade. It's enough to make a lot of profits on that, but I decided to try hold it. Not a lot of profit, but it's enough to make a decision to go break even. For a session trade, that's break even. But again, my idea wasn't just for a session trade. I had a bigger idea. If you're enjoying the stream, guys, I'd appreciate if you would give it a like. It really does help, and I always do appreciate the support. Is it good to trade a consolidating market? You tell me the answer to this. Tell me if you think it's a good idea to trade in this. We'll see if you can answer this. So if you can answer this correctly, that's good. But do you think it's a good idea to trade? All of you guys in chat now. Is it a good idea to trade in this zone that I've marked out on the charts? Right? Let's see what people say. Is it a good idea? And probably you'll find that a lot of people in chat will be able to answer your answer. Let's have a look. There's a small chat delay, so I'm waiting for the chat delay to see your answer. Nope. So that's one answer. Doesn't think it's a good idea. So yes, you're correct. It's not a good idea to trade in that area. Exactly. Yep. Big no. Exactly. There we go. Nice. So most people agree. It's not a good place to... So that's your answer, right? It's not that... There is a way to trade it, but it's not worth it. I'll show you guys how to trade it for educational purposes. You'd have to trade on very low time frame. Because on low time frame, this is like basically a very high time frame range. You have a resistance here. You have a support here. You're obviously buying from the support and selling from the resistance. So you wait for support to form. You can see how many times this works. As long as nothing is closing below this wick, as long as nothing closes below the wick, you can trade it. Like there's always ways to trade every single market here, right? So you could take the trade from the bottom of the range. You see it respected once, twice. Now you know, okay, fine. this third time is the time you can take the trade. So now you can see, fine, after this bearish candle, you take a buy. It's only 10 pips though, and then comes back. You know, it's not worth it, 10 pips. Next move here, 5 pips, not worth it. Then it breaks below. Once it gets back above, 9 pips. It's too small, you know, it's way too small, this range. But there is a way to trade it. Are you selling below anything or only going to buy above 785? You see, sells do make sense, but the problem is here is I think I have to wait for sells below 163 to be honest, because this is absolute chop here and I can't do anything with this, you know. I either need price to move down cleanly here, pull back, respect maybe somewhere here, and I can take sells from here like this, or I have to wait below 163. And I think we can potentially buy, yeah, buy above 1627, 1650. Which is actually where I took buys yesterday. So it will be the exact same trade again. It's just a little bit tough at the moment. It's a little bit tough. Maybe, yeah, maybe above 850 will be the safest. We'll have to see. Definitely possible with bigger ranges. Yeah, bigger range trading is actually quite easy. When you have a big range, trading is quite easy. I trade iron corridors in ranges with options equity instruments. Yes, definitely range trading is an option. It's just this particular range I have on the chart is not good to trade. This range here is not good to trade. The range you want to be trading is a big range, something like this on a 4-hour time frame. That's a good range to trade. This is a range that's very good to trade. This range here is a good range to trade. Why? Because it's massive. Yeah, scalping. Please help me. GJ is bullish or bearish? Well, actually, that's a tough thing to identify today. But high time frame, we're technically always still bullish until we break this daily higher low, right? Or we create lower resistance. 4-hour time frame is still bullish until we break below. Structure-wise, 162, 780, right? So that's when we're structurally still bullish on GJ. So really we're bullish, but on lower time frames we're mixed here and kind of consolidating, right? We're doing nothing. This is a consolidation, but still respecting the main structure here, which is this 162, 700. Also, guys, I'm thinking since I'm doing streaming now, I'm thinking to make my weekly videos once every 2 weeks, just so you have a break, you know, so we're not pumping out too much content and I can make the videos high quality if I have to make them once every 2 weeks, right? So let me know what you guys think of that, if you think once every 2 weeks is good, and let me know any video ideas that you want to see. I'm thinking to make maybe like a lifestyle video, not lifestyle, but like maybe more of a vlog type video. We haven't had those in a while. Some of you guys enjoyed that. It's been very heavy education on the channel, so there'll always be education, but it'll be a little bit more lively and lifestyle type thing. So yeah, let me know if you want to see that. I can make one of those, and yeah, we'll take it with that. So let me know if you like that idea or you still want to see videos every single week, because I'm not sure what you guys prefer. If you prefer to see videos every single week, or you prefer to see once every 2 weeks, but we have the live stream, so you get to see me anyways, right? Because the educational videos, I mean, we cover a lot of stuff now on the live streams, so it becomes a little bit tough to make videos. I might drop a video this week, a quick video, just explaining what my live streams are and how to use them. I think that might be a good video. Next week, I think I might record a trade, like record myself in a trade live with my MetaTrader and post that. Video idea, why do you choose to trade personal account than prop firms? Yes, I like that video idea. I'll write that down and keep that in consideration. Yeah, probably a cool lifestyle video would be good. Man, my notes are super messy here. Oh man. Let's have a look here. Versus prop firm. How to handle losses. Yes, I will make a video on how to handle losses. That is one I had actually. Pros and cons of trading only few pairs. Definitely good video idea too. Can write all of those. I mean, pros and cons of trading few pairs. I actually have a video on my Instagram. So if you check the description, my Instagram is in the description. You can see actually why I talk about those. So I make those short form videos. I post those on Instagram like twice, 3 times, I don't know, quite a few times a week. So be sure to follow my Instagram. Link is in the description. Always posting updates there and different sort of things. So definitely check that out because there's also a lot of valuable information on there. And you can also find the video where I talk about basically pros and cons of trading a few pairs, right? Video idea, how to stop thinking about supercars. Every 0 point win trade. That's super funny, man. I like that. Trade bigger lot size. That's the answer to that video. Trade bigger lot size. But don't over risk. Supercars. First focus on making, if you're trading that low lot size, First focus on making $100, then focus making $1,000, then 10,000, and then look to buy a supercar. $0.1 win lottery. Come on, man, it's $1. $1 can buy you tea, can buy you small sandwich or bread, can buy you quite a lot of bread. What car do I drive? I drive an Audi RSQ3. Kind of late. What is the bias? The bias is a little bit mixed, slightly higher time frame bullish. Hey, welcome, welcome. Remember last Friday, guys? Where's last Friday? This is last Friday. February 27 is last Friday. So we had this choppy price action and boom, we had some action, right? No, this is not last Friday. Going crazy. This one here. We had this big move up, remember, after the close above the range. So maybe we get something similar. Greetings from Nigeria. Welcome. Do you look at crypto? Yes and no. It's a complicated question. I do look at Bitcoin and Ethereum, but no altcoins. If you want to talk crypto, in my Discord channel, if you join in the description, there's a crypto chat. And very kindly in that crypto chat, we get daily analysis on Bitcoin in depth. People charge $99 a month just to see that type of information. And kindly, we get that provided for us. You get me to sit here on live stream, answer your questions, and you get tons of educational videos on my channel. All for the cost of $0. Might I suggest on your Discord room upload should be private Patreon subscribers? You are generous to give that info for free. That info will always be free, as I believe that not everyone has the financial ability to purchase such info. So I rather them do that instead of buying signals, because they might buy signals and then end up losing more of their money. So I rather they have good education first for free. That videos are anyways uploaded to YouTube, and YouTube is free. Maybe in the future there could be something a bit more private where I go in depth. I always believe in you should be charged for your time. So in that case, I will not do everything for free, because you should be respected in a business form. And this is a advice for you guys, is that never do something which takes a lot of effort and time, which other people get paid for, but you do it for free. Don't do that. It's a very bad idea, right? It's a very bad idea. And if you are respected and should be paid for your time, always make sure that that is a given. Don't act like you're nervous and, oh, maybe I shouldn't ask to be paid for my time. No, make it clear that you're providing a service and should be paid for your time, right? And that's it. Make it simple. Don't go out there being like all of these idiots online, charging $1,000, $2,000 for a one-on-one session, or, for example, in the trading, no matter what business you're in, don't be like that. That's a little bit crazy, right? Just be charged for what you provide, right? That's it. That's the best way to approach this. So yeah, for sure, if there is space, I will create something like that. Video on tax when your income is socially from trading. See, the problem here is I'm not a tax advisor, and the change is very dependent on the state you live in and where you're from, what country, and your accountant, what business you have, because you can pull trading income through your business. And I live in a country without tax, so last person to ask. Just give him a Lambo when you become a millionaire. Lambos, I'm not interested in Lambos. I don't like the car. Lambos also, if I really wanted to, I could buy one. Like a 2015 Lamborghini Huracan, no problem. But I don't like the car, it's useless, it's a waste of money, it's not something I enjoy. If I buy a nice car, it's because I enjoy motorsports, I'm a motorsports addict, so I would like it for the reason of the engineering built into it. Everyone has a Lambo, they're very common. They're basic. And I don't like the image of people who drive Lambos. The image of people who drive Lambos is very childish image. Will we see the consolidation break today? If I knew that question, then as soon as that would happen, I would be very, very rich because I would put all my money on that happening. But will we see it break today? There is a chance. There is a chance. And if it does, we know what to do and we know we can take buys to profit on that, right? If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe so that you can see when we go live and you can join up because a lot of info on here. Today's a bit slow. It's normally a little bit interesting, but yeah, make sure that you subscribe because I checked my YouTube analytics and my YouTube analytics showed that 85% of people on this channel are not subscribed. 85%. Yes, sir. Let's get it. Sigma. I personally focus on only these two pairs, but if we're doing nothing, I will take the time to analyze two other pairs that you may have, right? Cars is a waste of money, a bit of metal and plastic. Whoa, whoa, whoa. There's a time and place for cars. And if you love motorsports, racing, then and engines and how the engines are made, and basically if you love motorsport, then you like cars. But if you're buying a car for flex purposes, to go drive down the road to act like you're some top guy, then I don't think it's the right thing. I think it's a little bit cheap, to be honest. Because no, a few people will care. No one really cares. Just do what makes you happy. If it makes you happy, that's good, but don't do it for others. Do it for yourself. Is it true that consolidating market is a sign of switch in trend? It can be, but not always. Just focus on how the candles are closing. What's my take on Shiba Inu? It's a pump and dump coin. It's based on hype. If there's hype, it goes up. If there's no hype, it goes down. Very simple. There's big boys who play in that, and they try hype it up once they put a lot of money in, and then once it gets hyped up, all poor people start buying into it, and they sell on the poor people. Those people lose, but the big boys make money, and they're the only people you hear about. EU, people want to have a look at EU. We can have a look at EU. Start at the daily time frame as always. Still at the bottom of the range, guys. So we haven't closed below. There's no sign of continuation to the downside. 4-hour candle is closing bullish here. I do see us with a potential. Yeah, let me have a look at lower time frame here. 1 hour is at resistance. Yeah, EU is a bit tough at the moment. We're at resistance. There's nothing we can do now. If we do end up closing above this resistance here, at 1.19812, right? If we close above that resistance on the 30-minute, you could potentially look for price to respect this, so close above, bottom wick respects it, and continue potentially up to this 1.1950 or 1.200 here. If we start breaking below here, it's still difficult to sell at the moment. We need a 4-hour closing bearish. Now, if this 4-hour candle closes bearish, easy sells. But be careful with EU at the moment, a little bit tough. Guide me on gold, is it a sell or not? Come on, man. What's this? I pressed the chart. What type of question are you asking here? It's that I'm not making fun of you. There's no wrong questions, but I pressed the chart and you tell me it's gold. I expect it to be breaking down, resistance form, and I open the chart and it's pumping higher than ever possible. No, you can't sell into bullish candles. I don't understand this logic in the Forex markets, right? I don't understand why people, when price is going up, they either have two logics in the Forex market, right? And this is the problem I see in trading, is that when price is going up, they either want to buy it at its highest point because it's like, oh, it's moving up, let me get in. When price is also moving up, there's also another Forex trader like, oh, price is moving up, I'm going to call the top and I'm going to try catch the reversal because I missed the move up. It's like, why are you calling tops and why are you calling bottoms? Or why are you trying to chase moves? These are all career-ending moves. These are stuff that are going to make you fail long term. You can't do that. You have to follow trend and try catch the middle of the move, right? Gold is going up here. If it closes above this 1842, there's potential for upside. Selling is not an option yet. Sells, if most sells make sense below 1829. That's where sells make sense. $15-minute close bullish here, bottom of the range. You could play a range trade here. What do we have? 13 pips is nothing. Spread is a little bit high. Break of this 5-minute high would be nice. But it's nothing. It's too small. 11 pips here. But if this was like a 20 pip target, I would take this trade right now. I would take this trade right now if this was a 20 pip target. But for 11 pips, and since it's early, I would want to run a stop all the way down here. So I'm running 25 pip stop for a 10 pip target. No, thank you. Sharp analysis on Bitcoin. Join the Discord and read the analysis there. I'm telling you, it's what I would have said, right? It's just written form. It's good analysis. Discord, click the crypto channel and you can read the analysis there. I always get caught up on the small time frame. Yes, very common. How do you fight the urge to stop a trade before it hits TP? I mean, if it's close to your TP, I don't think that's a bad habit. Just close it. It doesn't really matter, you know? It's not gonna... It's okay. Do you go to the club on the weekend for flexing? No, I don't like clubbing, actually. It doesn't suit my lifestyle. I live a very disciplined, routined lifestyle, and drinking, and I like to live healthy as well. It's not really a part of my lifestyle. Don't like to waste money in clubs. It's also very expensive. I mean, if I was to turn it up in the club, which I can do, you know, I'm minimum spending there $5,000. You know, it's not fun. I mean, that's what you need to do here. Dubai is a place where you're a small fish in a big pond, you know, and it's people have money here. I tell you what, you know. So if you need to go to the club, you're not going there poor, you know. You have it's a lot of sharks in there, you know, and it's a big boys game. That's what I'm trying to say. Unless you go to the club with a group of friends and you have a good group of friends just to enjoy yourself, I agree with that. But it doesn't suit my lifestyle because I want to be in bed early. I want to get up, eat my meals, head to the gym, you know, trade, concentrate, you know, and that's my goals. That's what I do to make myself happy, what you just heard. I think happiness does not exist. I think happiness is a very complicated word that cannot be described. I think content is the right word, because if you're constantly happy means you're not pushing yourself hard enough, right? You have to put yourself in difficult times to grow and succeed. But are you content? Yes. That's what's important. And you can describe content as being happy. Anyways, that's a complicated conversation. I won't get into that. We'll be here a long time debating that. So is content a form of happiness? Yes, it would be. Good, your mama train you well. Yes. Do I dance? No, I don't dance. What a weird question. Why do you think I dance? Just finished a TP and AU. Nice work, man. Share it in the group. I'll have a look later. We'll see what you did. Share it in general chat. I'll have a look. Nice. We'll have a look in the server. What do I think about gold? We analyzed gold already. Be sure to show up early so you can see what we think about gold. In a few minutes, I'll wrap up my thoughts on gold. You can hear about that. As you guys see, Crest sent his trade in the server. You guys can do the same. We have a Discord server and a Telegram, which is free to join. If you have any questions about trades or want to share your trades, feel free to share it in that, and you'll get responses. And that's the best way to learn. You can't just learn sitting here by yourself. You need to be active. And I'm sure a lot of people will attest to that, right? You'll see a lot of people here in chat who have found me maybe a couple of months ago, half a year ago. Their success in trading has come from constantly engaging. I notice the most people who engage are the ones who succeed. Am I Muslim or Christian? I am Catholic by birth. Where did you get your knowledge? Trading knowledge or general knowledge? Trading knowledge come from basically, as I said, I repeated myself 1,000 times on this. It has come from, I started in crypto. I used to do analysis every single day on crypto. Every day I used to analyze crypto, record it every day. So that's where my technical analysis skills came from. Then I looked into trading, found a guy called Crown. Then I kind of went on my own journey, experimenting different things and stuff like that, and looking at this, looking at that, backtesting this, backtesting that. Developed a strategy that I deemed to work, and it started working. It was all right, you know. It was consistent, but not pushing the market as hard as possible. What's this? Then exposed myself to different individuals and basically learned a lot from experience. Learned as well from different people. Had, yeah, you know, shared ideas with people like Trade with Monty and stuff like that. You're a calm trader, no bragging. Have to be a calm trader. It's all you can do. It's a game of patience here. All good, man. I think today's a Friday. I think we're all pretty chill here. I'm basically gonna chill out here. There's nothing much to talk about, nothing too exciting happening. So I think with that being said, I can give you the plan now, and then we can look to head off here. So nice quick stream, something chill enough for us just to have a quick chat. What I'm looking for in GJ is potential. If we start closing above 163, 630 with volume close to London Open, there's a potential we get a nice upside move here and get back to the top of the range, right? So that's an option I'm potentially looking at. Preferably a 1 hour close would have to be above 680 though. We will see how this populates. I'm not interested in sells. If we just end up ranging, I'm just gonna chill. Not gonna do much here. And for gold here, gold on the other hand needs to respect this zone to continue. I'm not too interested with that at the moment as well. And yeah, that's basically it. That's basically what I'm looking for and populating, and that's the plan. And yeah, pretty simple. Be sure to show up for the next stream. Be sure to be subscribed so you know when we stream again. We will start streams on from next week. So definitely show up for that. I'm based in Dubai, by the way. And yeah, I appreciate you all showing up. Leave a like if you haven't. And have a great weekend. Catch you guys in the group. Don't worry, we'll still be active in the group down below. So I'll catch you guys there, and peace. Take care.